welcome to another video. This is on how is electricity conducted, okay? And we're still on week 12, so we're studying the flow of charge.
So what do these materials have in common?
So we have steel, we have gold, the one is copper, it is wound on like a wire, and the last one is steel. So all these materials, what type of materials are they, and what do they have in common?
Think about the topic. Why do you think we bring this material for this topic?
So today we will learn about how electricity is conducted, to specify characteristics of electrical conductors of simple electric circuits from visible evidence. We will show methods of solving problems about perimeter and area of circle and specify complementary colors. And we will also discuss the use of complementary colors to convey thoughts and feelings.
All right. Okay, the first word for vocabulary is conductor. Conductor. So this is the materials who electricity allows to flow.
So we showed you in the slide, we showed you the metals, copper, silver, gold, they're all conductors. Okay. The second one is insulator. Insulator. So a material that does not allow electricity or heat to pass through it is an insulator, such as plastic, rubber. You can put a piece of plastic ruler in the socket and you will not get an electric shock. So that is an insulator.
And third one, conduct. Conduct is the verb from conductor. So material with conduct, so like copper can conduct electricity, or gold can conduct electricity.
Okay, number 4 is allow. Allow, so a material that allows electricity to pass through. Okay, allow means yes, please enter. Okay.
And the last one, transfer. Transfer. It's almost a bit similar conduct. So the wire, the copper wire, can transfer electricity.
Okay. So here's work mode. Today we'll basically be studying conductors versus insulators. So here we have a picture for you. So try to take down a few notes on what do you think are the differences between a conductor and an insulator. Okay. So here we have some vocabulary. Conductor is any material that allows electrical current to flow through it, and it allows to conduct electricity, and an insulator does not allow electrical current to flow through it. Okay, so let's just watch a video on
that. What do you understand by the word conduct? Well, in physics, it means transfer of something. And the materials that transfer something through themselves from one place to another are called conductors. That something could be anything. It could be heat, it could be electricity, or many other things. However, here we are interested in electricity. In this context, we will use the word electrical conductors. So now can we define it? You're right. Electrical conductors are the materials that transfer electricity through them. Or even more precisely, they are the materials that allow the electric current to flow through them. For simplicity, we will call them conductors. What are the examples of conductors? We have seen this simple circuit in the previous video. Here, a 1.5 volt cell is connected with a bulb which can be between 3 to 4 volts with the help of copper wires. So here I told you that the movement of electrons is from the negative terminal of the cell to the positive terminal. But however, by convention, the direction of electric current is taken to be from the positive to the negative one. But how exactly is the current flowing in the circuit? Or through which material is this current flowing? Yes, It's the copper wires. Electric current is flowing through the copper wires from the positive to the negative terminal. So what can we conclude from this? We say that the copper is a conductor of electricity since it allows the electricity to flow through it. Now, instead of copper wires, what if we use pieces of threads in the circuit? Will the bulb glow in that case? No, it won't. Why? Because the electric current cannot flow through a piece of thread. Such materials are called insulators. So how do we define this term? Give it a try. These are the materials which do not allow the electric current to flow through them. Let's study a bit about conductors first. Besides copper, what are the other materials that conduct electricity? Almost all metals conduct electricity. Silver, gold, aluminium, iron, and mercury are a few other examples of metals that conduct electric current. If you replace copper wires in our circuit with aluminium ones, then you will find that the bulb is still glowing. This proves that aluminium allows electric current to flow through it. In fact, this area of the bulb is itself made up of metal. Hence, if we connect the wire anywhere in this region, the bulb will still glow. It transfers the electricity to the terminal of the bulb and inside. We can actually test any object for conductivity. Break the circuit up from anywhere by cutting the copper wire. Now at this point, I want you to notice one thing. Look at this region. There is nothing present in this region that can transfer the electrical energy from one side to the other. But there is air in this region. So what can you infer from this? This tells us that air is an insulator. It does not conduct electricity. Bring any object that you want to test, say this iron nail. Tie up both the ends of the wires at the two ends of iron and see if the bulb is glowing or not. If it glows, then it proves that the material that our object is made up of conducts electricity. Here the electric current is flowing through the iron nail. So our circuit is complete and the bulb glows. So this proves that iron is a conductor of electricity. Did you know that the human body is also a conductor of electricity? In fact, it's a very good conductor. This is the reason why we get an electric shock if we are not careful. The electric current flows through our body towards the earth. Now, which are the materials that do not conduct electricity? Materials such as plastic, rubber, cotton, and wood do not conduct electricity. So they are insulators. For instance, instead of an iron nail, if we connect a plastic straw between the circuit, then the bulb will not glow.
Okay, so here 5 electrical conductor. So you have silver, gold, copper, steel, and even seawater.
So if you put an electric charge in water and you're standing there, you can get an electric shock. Okay, so just be careful. And you have some electrical insulators such as rubber, glass, oil, even diamond, and dry wood. Okay, so that is why electricians use rubber gloves when they handle wires so that they don't get a shock. Okay? And basically the difference, as you saw in the video, is that electrical conductors have free electrons, so they can move around. Insulators do not have free electrons, so they cannot conduct electricity.
So what would happen if you introduce A to a plug circuit? So here's a list. So which one do you think you would have electric shock?
It would basically be a short circuit if you put in metals. So the fork, the screwdriver, the scissor, and the copper string will cause a short circuit because they are conductors. And the pen, depending on the plastic, depending whether it's plastic or no, wooden fork and paper will not conduct electricity, so you will not get a shock.
And what would happen if we introduced this banana to this toaster?
So think about it. Will there be a blast because is banana a conductor, or will the banana get burnt because banana is an insulator? So think about it and write that down in your notebook.
Okay, a second video about introduction to electricity.
Okay, welcome back from the video, and here we have a list of countries where we can find conducting materials. So copper, iron, all of those are found in the ground, and big mining companies mine them out. So here we have a slide for copper, and as you can see, a lot of copper is found in South America, and then the other countries follow after that. Okay, so a lot produced in China, some in Africa, some in Australia, and a little bit in Russia as well.
Then gold, see here in South America, North America, East, Australia a lot too, China, and north of Europe, and a bit also in south of Africa.
So keep an eye out on the colors. We're using yellow, red, and green. So think about these colors when you do your thinking too as well. Okay. And here we have steel, the country that is the highest manufacturer of steel. So China, India, Japan, followed by the United States. Okay.
And here we come already to the thinking tool, compare and contrast. So write down everything that you know that you learned about this video. So conductor, you can write at least 5 conductors.
And insulators as well. Give us 5 examples of insulators. And write down what they do. So conductors, do they allow electricity to pass through them or no? And insulators as well, do they allow or no? And also write down about the free electrons. Conductors have free electrons. Insulators do not have free electrons. Okay.
So reflective, what do you know about conducting materials? So here again, you can write 5 electrical conductors and 5 electrical insulators.
Okay. And just one more thing, if we can go back to the compare and contrast, don't just write them down. You should be drawing the conductors, draw the insulators, and use complementary colors that you learned in I think it was week number 9 to color those drawings. Okay?
Okay, see you for the next video.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.